Germany 7, Brazil 1. That is a scoreline that will forever haunt all Brazilian football fans. Perhaps the darkest day in Brazilian football, being humiliated in your own backyard in a World Cup semi-final. Being part German myself, that game was one of the highlights of the 2014 World Cup for me personally, but as a universal football fan, it also slightly hurt. Today, however, we will right the wrongs of the past. A new generation of exciting young Brazilian footballers are coming through. We will look to restore pride into Brazilian football culture. Today, we embark on another international rebuild as we rebuild Brazil. G'day guys, how's it going? It is JarradHD here. Welcome back to another rebuilding video, another international rebuild video for FIFA 18. Today we are going to be rebuilding Brazil. I'm using Sao Paulo as the designated club just because they're a Brazilian club and they're probably my favorite Brazilian club. Not that I follow Brazilian football that much though. But if you guys do go on to enjoy today's international rebuild and you're enjoying the December rebuild challenge, as always, make sure you leave a like on the video. And if you are new around here, make sure you bloody scorpion kick that subscribe button down below. We are trying to hit 150,000 subscribers before the end of the year. So here are the rules for the international rebuild challenge. The objective of the international rebuilds is to win the World Cup with our selected nation. All the games in the episode are simulated except for the World Cup final. The episode does not finish until we win the World Cup final. Not the Euros, not anything else, the World Cup. And it does not matter how we source talent, whether they are pre-existing players or whether they are regens or whether they are youth scouted players. Hopefully that clears it up. Let's get into the rebuild. Not that it matters too much, but here is a look at our starting 11. No faces on any of the players, but I'm going to go and I'm not going to show you anything to do with Sao Paulo. We might even get sacked with them by the end of the time we're done with this rebuild, but I'll talk to you guys when we get our international offer from Brazil. And here it is, we finally get the Brazil international management offer, so we're gonna accept that now. They want us to reach the final of the World Cup in 2018 in Russia. That's gonna be really interesting to see if we can do that, but let's accept it from Brazil. Also fellas, a little shout out to my mate JarradHD. He has started up his own series with the Brazil national team where he's taking it through. It's like a slower version of the World Cup where he's actually playing the games. He released the first episode yesterday. Really good series, so if you want to see a longer form series with Brazil, definitely go and check out JarradHD's channel. So we now get into World Cup qualifiers. I know when we normally do European teams, like when I've done Italy, the Netherlands, they normally have it so there's 2 games to go left in qualifying, but in our one, we're 14 games, 15th game about to be played, top of the group, I think we've already qualified. I'm assuming the top 5 teams go through, so these games really don't mean too much, but we're still going to play them and test out our side and make sure we actually qualify. Rather be safe than sorry. So looking through the calendar, this is where we are now. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and then international friendlies. So 4 more qualifying games, I believe, until the World Cup. So what's that? How many points can that be? That is 3, 6, 9. That's 12 points. We can't be caught. So we've virtually already qualified for the World Cup, but let's play them anyways. Alright, so here we go. The first game in charge of Brazil is against Colombia. So definitely a good test. We're going to get to see what we are made of here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to watch the first little bit of the game and then simulate it because it's really not all that much, worth all that much at the moment. So a 2-1 loss and an injury to Fernandinho. I definitely could have thought of some better starts to our time in charge. So our second game is at home again against Argentina, so an even tougher task. And I realized in the last game, I was actually accidentally playing Fernandinho as our right winger instead of Willian, which I didn't mean to do. Some goals early on, and we're going to simulate it. It's another 2-1 loss. Oh wow, thank God we're not in trouble. Thank God we're not trying to qualify. A few weeks later and we're traveling away to Ecuador here for our second last qualification game let's see if we can at least get one win before we head to the World Cup in Russia. Definitely think we're a chance of winning the World Cup, but if we go in with no wins, that's not going to be good, and it's a 2-all draw, so we're slowly getting there, but I'm still not impressed. So in real life, Peru did qualify through the playoffs. We've actually been drawn up against them. I say we, as in Australia. Australia's got them in our group for the World Cup. Let's see if we can take them down in our final World Cup qualifier with Brazil and get a win. We need to get a win. We can't go 4 games and not have a win. Neymar gives us the lead, and it's a 3-0 lead. Okay, good. 3-0 win. And if you look to the top right-hand corner, you will see the beautiful sign, the beautiful XP coming in saying, Manager, qualify for World Cup. Brazil, going to Russia, baby. So the Brazilian domestic season runs differently to the rest of the world. It ends as the year ends and starts as the new year starts, which I kind of like, to be honest. So December 31st, 2017, only a few weeks away, but this is the end of season number 1. Let's get into season number 2, the World Cup year. So we kick off season 2 looking at the squad we are going to be taking to the World Cup in Russia. I'm going to quickly go through it here. Pretty quality side. I definitely think we can go the distance this year. Do I think we're going to? I don't know, but I definitely have hopes. We've got an amazing front line. The attacking force is amazing. I'm just a little bit worried about defensively how we're going to hold up. Edison's quality, but our back line is definitely aging, and our young prospects just aren't there at the moment, but we'll suss it out. We'll see how we go, and we're going to have fun. So we have been drawn into Group D of the 2018 Russia World Cup, along with the host nation Russia. Then we're going to be taking on Sweden and China. So I definitely think we should be topping this group. It's going to be really interesting to see how we go. I'm going to go through now. We're going to go and play in the World Cup. Let's go see our first game against Sweden. Alright, match day 1 here in the World Cup. We're taking on Sweden, and it is so important we get off to a good start. We need to get 3 points here on the opening day. Our offense is awesome, and they get off to a good start. John Guidetti giving Sweden the lead. That is not the start we're after, but Jesus does equalize here. Definitely not good to concede so early in the game. We're into the second half. Are we going to end up with 1 point today, or is it going to be 3? It is looking like it's going to be 3 at the moment, as Jesus does pick up a brace. 2-1 up here in the World Cup opening day, and we're going to get 3 points here. 2-1, definitely a lot less comfortable than I hoped, but we get the result at least. A win here would go a long way in getting us through to the knockout round. We take on China for our second group stage match at the World Cup in Russia. Hopefully we can get another strong result, or put a strong result out there. We've got the same starting 11. We got the result last time, so I see no point in changing it. Coutinho's going to get his first goal for the World Cup here in the 28th minute, giving us a 1-0 advantage. Malcolm's going to make it 2-0, which is great to see. We're looking stronger than last time out. Can we top it off and get a third goal? That would be brilliant. 10 minutes to go. 5 minutes to go. Yep, it's going to stay 2-0. Another 3 points here in the World Cup. Alright, so we have our third and final game in the group stages against Russia here. Top of the table. Both of us undefeated. We're through to the knockout rounds. Let's see if we can finish top though. And I apologize if you can hear in the background. My neighbor's just whipped out his bloody chainsaw this time in the morning. Not good, but we're going to hopefully stop soon. But hopefully we can get in the lead here. Half an hour into it, 0-0. Neymar gives us the lead. They miss a penalty. Things look like they're going our way so far. They do get an equalizer though through Cochran. 1-1 here. Neymar puts us back in the lead, picking up a brace. Can we hold on? Less than 10, 5 minutes to go, and we go 3 from 3 in the group stages at the World Cup. We're through to the knockout rounds. Let's go check out who we're taking on. So in the knockout rounds, in the round of 16, we're going to be taking on Colombia. A South American affair. Should be quite interesting to see how we go against them. Of course, they did beat us in the qualifiers last season, so it's going to be interesting. Okay, so let's get into it. Taking on Colombia. We know that they tend to step up at the World Cup, so this should really be an interesting clash. Same starting 11 as we've rolled with the whole tournament. They've got a good side here. No Rodriguez in the starting 11, which is surprising. Neymar does get us the lead here in the 27th minute. Beautiful stuff to see. Bacca picks up an injury for them, the Colombian striker. Absolute weapon in Ultimate Team this year. Definitely using him in squad battles all the time. But Neymar does get another goal here, picking up a brace, and it looks like we're going to be, we're headed through to the quarterfinals of the 2018 World Cup. World Cup quarterfinals gets harder. Spain versus Brazil. If we win, we're going to face the winner of Germany and the Ivory Coast, I believe. So definitely no easy teams at the moment, but we have to focus on Spain. A huge clash. Let's do it. World Cup quarterfinals, Spain versus Brazil. We need to put in a big performance here against a very good Spanish side. We need a good result if we want to get through to the semi-finals. Our starting 11 is the exact same as it has been for the entire tournament. If it ain't broken, don't fix it. Spain's side is very good, however. Oscar gives us the lead here, though, in the 35th minute, which is definitely good to see. We need our defense to tighten up now. Neymar makes it 2-0. We're in a perfect position here. Paulista does get a red card, and Neymar gets an injury. I hope it is not a long injury for Neymar, but we win 2-0 to get through to the semi-final. Well, this is deja vu. Ahead of the World Cup semi-final, I should say. Neymar has suffered a tournament-ending injury, which sucks. A torn hamstring. 6 weeks on the sideline for the Brazilian. This is not what we wanted. So Germany disposed of the Ivory Coast, and we now take them on in the World Cup semi-final. Look at that! The Netherlands have beaten Portugal to get to the World Cup final. Our previous rebuilded team is in the World Cup final. Let's see if we can beat Germany and take them on, but it is going to be such a tough task, to be honest. So without Neymar in the starting 11, I have put Coutinho to left midfielder, and Fabinho has come into the centre mid spot, and then Danilo gets a start considering Gabriel is injured, but suspended, but Jesus gives us the lead. 6 minutes into it here against Germany, the perfect start. Look at their side. They have such a good side, Germany. We're into the second half here. We need to make sure we hold on. We need a second goal. This is going to be so tough. 20 minutes to go. We're up 1-0 here against Germany. There's 5 minutes to go. Firmino makes it 2-0. Cruz scores in the 88th minute. But we've beaten Germany. And in the first attempt, we're off to the World Cup final. Holy shit. Okay. We're going to be taking on the Netherlands in the 2018 World Cup final. The Netherlands versus Brazil. This is not the World Cup final I expected. It is impossible for it to happen in real life because obviously the Netherlands did not make the World Cup themselves. But they defeated Uruguay, Italy, and Portugal. So there again, Italy can't even make the final because they're not even in the World Cup. But we're going to focus on ourselves. Can we beat the rebuild in the second season? If we could, that would be insane. But let's get into the game now. Without Neymar, let's do it. World Cup final, an impossible World Cup final. Brazil versus the Netherlands. Can we complete the rebuild in record time? Let's find out. They're on the attack. That's a beautiful ball there to Quincy Promes. We know how good pace he has, but lovely defense from Marquinhos. Now can we get him on the counter? Jesus. He's holding it up. Jesus. Going back to Fabinho. Goes through to Coutinho. Come on, can we get the opening opportunity? I might finesse it on the angle, but what a tackle from Strootman. Coutinho Quick little throw in here. We're trying to hang in the circle together. Casemiro going here. Oscar, nice move. Oscar turns, shoots, finds the bottom corner. We have the lead here in the World Cup final. Oscar doing it all himself. Lovely finish there to get straight through the defense of the Netherlands. They've been pretty strong, to be honest. We've been all over them to start the game. But their only redeeming quality has been how good their defense is. But we exploited their lovely move, running and putting it between the legs of Van Dijk just before he got the block in. Lovely finish, Oscar. 1-0 Brazil. Good stuff from David Luiz. Now it's Casemiro. They're in hot pursuit, but we get the ball away. Make the run, Jesus. We see Coutinho. Jesus, back to Coutinho. Takes the touch, finishes it off the post. Imagine if we scored that. That would have just been about it. Oh, beautiful use of the body there from Casemiro. Now it's Coutinho going to Fabinho. Going to Jesus. Lovely move there from the Brazilian. We chip it over the top to Coutinho. Puts it in the middle. Fabinho heads it, but the end product not there. That would have been such a sexy goal if we scored. We intercept that one. Can we get it? We do. Casemiro goes to Jesus. Goes to Fabinho. I see Jesus, sorry. Oscar wins the ball back, though. The Netherlands are playing like absolute crap, to be honest. We are all over them. We're going to go here. Jesus, that's 2-0. The Netherlands are playing like absolute horse crap. I'm going to show you the sliders now just because I know 100% some people are going to be complaining about how we're just dominating and saying that I'm cheating or I'm using low sliders or whatever. This is on legendary. This is even sliders. We are just absolutely killing the Netherlands here. 2-0 up at halftime.
With their these two players.
Oh, they play a nice ball through there to Memphis Depay. They're going to play it through. Quincy Promes, what a block that was from Alexandro. They might have gotten back into this game if we didn't get that block off. So crucial. But they do get the corner out of it. It's going to be Memphis Depay putting this one in here. Come on, get to it, Coutinho. Coutinho can't get to it. I'm going to put pressure on Van Dijk. They're going through here. They're going to shoot, and David Klaassen just misses. I mean, if he knew how overpowered it was in FIFA, he would have tried going across the body there.
Coutinho.
Here we go, Jesus. Playing it to Malcolm. Oh, what a ball that is. Malcolm off the chest. Trying to find his way through. Beautiful movement on the angle. What a save from Sillerson. That would have been one of the best goals we have scored if we got that off. But what an incredible save that is from the Dutch goalkeeper.
It's a good way to nick the ball back. Quick thinking.
They're running through here. Bastos up against David Luiz. They need to score now if they're any chance in this game. We're just trying to defend. They get the advantage. They're going to shoot. And Edison forced into a good save. Beautifully cleared away from David Luiz as well to prevent the corner. The Dutch are attacking. They're putting all their resources into it. They get through. Luckily, David Luiz is able to make the tackle there. And we might be on the counter. Malcolm with an opportunity to wrap up the World Cup for us. Lovely movement there from Jesus. We're going to hold it up for Fabinho. We're going to thread it through. Fabinho, can he shoot? He can't. A crucial challenge from Karsdorp. The Netherlands, probably not going to be enough time for them, but they're running through. Bastos. Oh, good tackle there from David Luiz, and we get a goal kick out of it. Very risky to make the slide tackle there, but my God, it worked out. Karsdorp going through here to Van Dijk. We're just trying to defend. Good defense there. Still on here for them. They get it through. And Promise has scored in the 90th minute. Terrible goalkeeping from Edison at the near post. And it might still be on for the Dutch. They get very lucky there. Extremely lucky. Alright, we get to take the kick off. I'm just going to go and just pass it around the back here. Don't want to risk it. Just going to find some holes. And there it is. In 2018, Brazil are World Cup champions. Definitely did not expect us to do it this easily. But I think being drawn up against the Netherlands was definitely a very much easier task compared to if we got up against Germany or Spain or Italy or Argentina. But the Brazilians are champions of the world again. Fellas, that is definitely the quickest rebuild we have had in the international rebuilds. If you enjoyed it, make sure you leave a like on the video. Make sure you bloody Scorpion kick that subscribe button down below if you are new around here. And check out all my social media links. But I'll let you guys enjoy the title celebrations. It has been JarradHD here. I'm out. Peace.
Come together, making memories in motion. We're the traces of the chosen. Let's come together with a heart wide open.